there are a lot of opportunities in the digital asset space to build a practice. And I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I'd say we've had tremendous success so far.
Hi, my name is Steve Kennard. I'm the Director of Bitcoin Mining Analytics for the Texas Blockchain Council. We're coming to you from the North American Blockchain Summit in Fort Worth, Texas. It's been a tremendous event. We've had a bigger turnout than we've ever had, more sponsors than we've ever had. I have the pleasure of being here with Tim Savage from Weaver, and Tim is not only a leading mind on the accounting issues that many companies in the digital asset industry face, he's also a board member of Texas Blockchain Council, and his support and the support of his firm is critical to the work that we do. Tim, thanks for being at the summit. Can you give us a highlight, your experience here, and kind of let people know what you saw while you were interacting and networking at the event here?
Well, first of all, thank you for letting me be here with you today, Steve. The summit has been a tremendous success. Being on the board, got to see some of the inner workings on the planning and see it come to life has just been fantastic. I would say, the quality of the people who present or speak at the summit is just top notch. We have some U.S. Federal Congress members speaking, Senator Ted Cruz, Senator Cynthia Lummis, and being able to have close access to them and hear their thoughts on their how they are developing policy in the digital asset space is fantastic as always.
Thank you, sir. So you are working with a lot of different companies throughout the industry, but what I think is a little bit unique about your position is, Weaver's a much bigger firm than just digital assets, right? It's one of the biggest accounting firms in Texas, Texas-based firm. And so you get to actually be a bit of a standard bearer, I think, to the broader kind of institutional landscape of corporations across America to say, look, Bitcoin and blockchain technology is evolving. It's not going away. It's here to stay. Many companies are going to have a stake in that. Can you give me a little bit of insight on your experience kind of working with people that maybe aren't as familiar with the space, and an example of, a use case, a company you've worked with where you've actually been able to say, here's a real client. We are supporting them. We're delivering services that's making a difference. And this is an industry that can move the needle even for a relatively large accounting firm like Weaver.
Yeah, so that was several questions. I'll start with, the whole accounting world and getting into this space. So, Weaver is a top 30 national accounting firm. We are very large, and as you mentioned, headquartered in Texas. We started in Fort Worth and now headquartered in Houston. I base out of Dallas, so not too far away from here in Fort Worth. And energy, oil and gas has, of course, been a big industry of ours, real estate, professional services. But when I made partner at the firm, I kind of raised my hand and said, there are a lot of opportunities in the digital asset space to build a practice. And I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I'd say we've had tremendous success so far. We really focus on three main areas. Bitcoin mining, obviously being in Texas, it's a deregulated market, energy market, and there's also a lot of abundant energy that might not being used or easily monetizable. And it's just a very supportive place to grow a business as well. So we started our practice and we work with Bitcoin miners. We also work with technology companies, what some might call the Web3 or fintech type companies, as well as investment funds, hedge funds, VCs, and PE funds who are investing in companies in the space. To your second question, a current client, I have to be careful with disclosing names of clients.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to be careful not to say a name, but I will say we are excited to be working with one of the leading flare gas mining companies who are also based in Texas and alumni at some tier 1 schools here in Texas.
Dropping some hints. Okay.
And we're excited to be working with them and helping them build their business, making sure they're compliant with their taxes, making sure they're efficient with their taxes and receiving benefits just like any other company who is manufacturing products or building products and servicing, that things are structured correctly.
Tim, thanks so much for your time. I'd just like to close by saying to our audience, if you're a Bitcoin miner, if you're a financial institution that is looking to move or grow within the digital asset space, Tim is one of the leading minds. He's a native Texan, and Weaver's a firm that brings a lot of value to the table. So I encourage you to find Tim, look him up. And Tim, I also know from personal experience, you're a true believer. You're a real Bitcoiner, hold Bitcoin, invest in Bitcoin. And I think that's important as well. So thank you for walking the walk as well.
Well, thank you for having me. And I agree. I mean, my journey has been like many other Bitcoiners. You have to start with the white paper. You have to study Satoshi's work and his thought process to really understand it. And then you can go down the many different rabbit holes. And so I would say when it comes to money, I love Bitcoin. When it comes to blockchain computing, I'm very open-minded as well. But Bitcoin is the best money.
Well said, Tim. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Steve.
All right.
Hey guys, thanks for coming out to the 2023 North American Blockchain Summit. It was the best summit yet. We look forward to hosting you again next year. If you enjoyed the summit or like what you saw in this video, be sure to subscribe. If you're interested in learning more about membership in the TBC, go to texasblockchaincouncil.org to learn more.